What's up, everyone? And welcome back. And thank you for attending Forgotten Circus. Yep, episode six just dropped of House of the Dragon. My true opinion on it, it's one of the weaker episodes, to be honest with you. So this is going to contain spoilers. Just going to get into it. It's going to contain It's kind of one of the weaker episodes, but isn't it amazing how one of the weaker episodes of House of the Dragon is probably the best episode in all of the Disney Plus shows combined right now. So that should tell you the standard there. So yeah. So the a lot of spoilers, so I'm gonna let you know. It started off. Can we all agree? Like I like some Lannisters. Like one of my favorite Lannisters. I know it's gonna sound weird, is Jaime Lannister. Even Tywin. But the Lannisters are straight douchebags. So I guess the one twin brother is just going out. What is it to the tooth or whatever, and just doing his thing, you know. And yeah, it's just like kind of rude. Like if another army or another house is offering up their army to you, kind of want to be a little bit nicer, not all bougie. But you remember, they're like the Beverly Hills Nine. Them and the what is it, the Martells or the Martell? No, not the Martells, but the Tyrells. Yeah, are more like the Beverly Hills bougie people. So Palm Beach, Hollywood. So understandable. And is it me or is Amon getting a little he getting a little too cocky, bro? He eating this up. You can tell he is obsessed with that throne. He is eating it up right now. He's talking about Prince Regent, all that stuff. But hey, that's Amon for you. I really like the way he portrays it. I think he's portraying Amon more than I expected, even more than the books, which is good. Some may not agree on that, but yeah. But can we? I'm tired of this Harrenhal thing. I'm done with it. It's too long. Like I will have to say, you made a couple hiccups this season. Like the show is still amazing. I love it, but this Harrenhal thing it's got to come to an end. Jeez. But yeah, and then I mean, so they want to take Harrenhal. They're at the Green Council, and Amon's like, "Yeah, what is your brother doing to Tylan? Like, what is he doing?" He's like, "Oh, he's doing it for you, Your Grace, and all that." He's like, "All right, well, he better come back with something, cause like, what is he doing?" But yeah, and then so he's sitting there, and then Cole, he's punking Cole too. Amon is off the chain. He's off the chain right now. That dude is a pit bull looking for red meat. He ain't even respecting. Like he's sitting there punking Christian. Well, Christian Cole's a simp anyway, old soft boy. But yeah, punking him too. He don't care about anybody on that council, And then there's that scene where he's like, "Mother," or what? How did he say it? He said, whatever. He tells his mom to come back, right? And then he's like, he basically fired his mom. And then she looks at him and like you can tell with Queen Alicent or former Queen Alicent is like, I literally created a monster. I gave birth to a monster. Hey, that's on you. That's on you. But that's fine. And then we finally get that song, that scene with Corlys when he's sitting there debating. He's like, you know what else am I going to do? I ain't got my wife. Lost both my kids. I got 2 bastards, 2 grandchildren. Well, multiple grandchildren, but you know what I mean. But yeah, he's like, bump it. Puts on the Hand of King, leaves Driftmark, heads over to Dragonstone, which is good. And then so I'm reading off notes because I got to stay on pace. And then so like I like when he shows up and he shows all of a sudden he gets there, right? I don't know how Corlys is getting there that fast, but it's cool. It's all right. He doesn't have dragons, but it's cool. He can get there, right? So I like how Rhaenyra walked in and she saw Corlys and was like, "Oh, okay, Corlys here. Damn it, I know it's awkward." And then looks over at the pin and she's like, "Oh." I love how Emma Darcy acts too. She's like, okay, yeah, you know what I mean? Right there, she probably want to be like, yes, yes. I'm so sorry for what happened to Rainey's and everything. It was one. It was one of those moments. They had that. That was good. I did like that. There's a lot of things in this episode I like, but yeah, and she gives them the nod, like, yeah, damn, you all in. Corley's so loyal, but yeah. And then they come up with she basically volunteers Stefan, Sir Darkling. Like, hey, maybe you can. There's some Targaryen in here. This is a little trial run. I'm just letting you know. And he's all about it though. And old boy, I forget what house is he from. Oh my gosh, so forgetting. But he was like, maybe we shouldn't do this. I'm just saying. But yo, he's down. He's like, yo, they killed my dad, bro. I'll try. Let's go. Yeah, about that. We'll get into that scene. Yeah. And then he was cool with it though. And then we had I'm so tired of Harrenhal. I'm tired of this place, this cursed place. Daemon, just leave. It's time. It's time. You've had enough. You should have, reflected on the things. This was like group therapy, but sometimes you have to leave the therapy to, to find yourself again. Okay, whatever. But the return of Viserys, turn of Patty Constantine, yes. I did like that part. That was great. That was good. And I know a lot of people say, well, they took that scene and just added Daemon in. No, I really think Patty Constantine was there because there's a lot of hiccups and little different angles and stuff like that, little different situations, a lot of people around more. Yeah, he was back in that. I love it. I love how they're bringing some of the original characters back from the first season in flashbacks. Everybody, because that first season is amazing. Everybody was amazing in it. So, yeah. And it was good, and you can tell that Daemon really loved his brother. He was just a wild boy. He's just a wild boy, but he respected Viserys to a point, but he loved his brother, and he is a very loyal Targaryen. I will give him that. Anything for his family, whether sometimes he sits there and does stuff for himself, he's trying to help out his family. Yeah, but he's going crazy there. Get him out of Harrenhal, please. And somebody get him out. Jace, just fly to Harrenhal. Next episode, be like, well, mom went and did her thing, and all. Well, no, let me get into that. So, and then Alice Rivers with Damon's like, yo, I'm out. Y'all been poisoning me. Whatever. I don't know what you're doing. Something in the food. There's some voodoo priestess magic going on, and I don't trust you. You said you was a barn owl. Yeah, I feel Damon. He's like, I'm going crazy in here. I got to go. But they did have that scene where he, Lord Lord Strong, he was like, what are you doing? Lord Strong's like, why is everybody acting crazy? And I like how the three young dudes were trying to protect their lord, but they were just doing it like, oh man, this may be my last time. You know what I mean? And Damon kept saying, sit down, calm down. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just trying to put the fear in God and people here. So, but Alice Rivers was dropping bars, to be honest with you. She's like, don't do nothing. Wait. Although I'd rather him wait somewhere else out of here. Can you wait outside? Can you wait on Caraxes? Like, but she was dropping bars. She did tell Daemon some stuff, like, and we all know that she's a little flip flopper. Spoiler alert. But I like how Daemon's like, yo, I need some. Tell me what's going on with this, with the Riverlands and the Tullys and all that. And then she was like, Wait. Just wait, Daemon. And she was like, wait, are you asking me for help? Is Daemon Targaryen asking me for help? And he was like, yeah, counsel. Yeah, you know what it is. So, and then I like that whole part with like with Stefan Darkling, man. So they bring Stefan Darkling up, and why do we have these long weirwood sticks against a dragon? Do we have anything else that we can just like? That's all you give the dragon tamers is those sticks? And I'm pretty sure it's got somebody say it's got Valyrian magic and it sticks from the like insane deep book readers. Like I read the books, but I'm like, but I love the story. But there's some, well, it could have been something. Now, they're long sticks against a dragon that is the size of a building. You know what I mean? But okay. And Seven Darkling doing his thing. They talking. He's like, see smoke. Talks. He talked in High Valerian. I was impressed. Get a Darkling, and you're like, wait, is this about to happen? And then nope. Sea Smoke was like, nah, bro. You woke me up for this dude. Burned them all and one dragon tamer or dragon keeper. So he was like, nah, bye bye. And then Corlys, we had that scene with Corlys and which I did like, Corlys and Alan. And he was like, yeah, so hey, come over here. It's like, what you doing? Why are you trying to avoid me? It's like, oh well, doing this. He's like, yeah, I want you to be my first mate. You saved me on the stepstones. And he's like, and I like how basically Alan was like, oh, yeah, well, yeah, I mean, he's kind of really timid, kind of, but he's like, is that a request? You know what I mean? Is it a request or an order? He was like, you're gonna be my first mate, and he's like, but he did push back a little bit, which I like. And then poor Adam's over there, like, dude, he don't even acknowledge my ass, man. I'm over here, like, I'm your son too. Like, what's going on? I understand the kind of the jealousy between the brothers, so you got that. And then we go back and like Rhaenyra knows it's failed, and old boy, I forget his name. He's on the Black Council. I'm sorry, and I'm forgetting his name. He laid it on Rhaenyra like, well, you know what I did say that might happen. And Rhaenyra's just walking like, and he's just in her ear, and then she just turns around and slaps the shit out of bro. She Will Smith slapped the shit out of that dude, bro. Like I really think he was like, yo, really slap me, because that looked real. She's like, and that's where you got the line like, you know what? Basically, it is my fault that you forgot to fear me. And yep, she did it. So, and then we had the whole Massaria thing. She goes out there with Massaria, and Massaria does have a good idea. And we'll get into that. So, yeah, she slapped the shit out of old boy, bro. She pimp slapped him like, get back on the corner, ho. But Massaria is putting out that work. She knows what she's doing. She's pretty good. She is the whisperer on the black side. So she's doing pretty good. She's landing on her promises. And then we had like Sir Lars, like Sir Lars doing his thing. He doing his whisper thing. So don't forget about him, because he's gonna pop up too. And then they're in there. Sir Lars trying to do his thing, and then Aemon shuts him down like, shut up, dude. I didn't point you either. You can get removed too. I just need you for right now. So yeah, because Daemon that cocky, man. What? No, I'm sorry. Aemon is that cocky. And then I like he called that boy a toad, bro. He called him a toad. He said, "You dumb toad. You think I was gonna make you hand of the king? I'm telling you to go get the hand of the king." After just, it's weird. So, and Aemon, that scene with Aemon and Aegon, jeez, he's on his high horse now, ain't he? I think he loves his brother just because it's his brother, but he doesn't love his brother. That's how it is. And he's putting him on notice, like, I can make you disappear and make something really bad happen to you, but I'm going to keep you alive, just in a state. And like when the Maester came through and he told him, like, my brother he's going to take him a lot longer recovery. Aemon is ruthless, bro. He don't care, dog. But I don't know. And then we got the scene in the Vale with um Jane Aaron or Lady Aaron and Raina. Dude, Raina's starting to grow on me. She is so starting to grow on me. That actress is awesome. And you could feel everything she says, She's like, "Oh, you're just going there and kind of mocking me." And that whole thing when she told him, she was like, "Yeah." She's sitting there and she's basically like, because she went off on a walk with Aegon the Younger and then Joffrey and all that. And she's like, "Yeah, so they ran up on stuff, bunch of sheep that were burned. So I think this is almost official, people. I don't know if it's true. It might be totally official. They are replacing Nettles with Rhaena. I'm all about Rhaena. I like Rhaena. But now are we going to get rid of mourning? Because that's important. So we combine it because that's a huge change. It could go either way. So be careful with that. Be careful with that, House of the Dragon. Be careful with it. Go one or two ways. So it's leading that she is going to claim Sheep Stealer. I really think. And there's a lot of people that may not agree. This is my opinion. I think it may be official. She's going to claim Sheep Stealer, which is very important. So the way they kind of combine this, you got to take out certain elements so it's not super weird. You know what I'm saying? Because the Targaryens, they get weird, but not that weird. Okay. So, but I was pulling for her. I was like, she was looking like, wait, she gonna get that dragon, boy. That's awesome. I don't know, but they could change up. Like, isn't mourning one of the? I don't know. It's gonna be weird for that one. I think it's gonna be Sheep Stealer. But anyway, so, and then we find out too, like he's the first mate, or Alan is talking to his brother Adam. I like their relationship. It was a really cool relationship. Kind of yin. Well, not yin yang, but kind of one's more timid and the other one's like, "Yo, let's go do it." And so we find out he shaves his head because he has the silver hair, because he didn't want anybody to know that he's a bastard of Corlys. That is, I applaud that dude. Is so honorable. Please, he needs to be Lord of the Tides. Legitimize him, give him the Velaryon name, and both of them. They both deserve it because Alan is dope and Adam is dope too. They both do heroic things. So, and then we get the scene Black sending food, and that scene with Jace when Masara walks, "Your gift has been sent," and Jace is like, "I'm your heir, and you're not telling me about stuff you're doing. All right, peace. I'm out." Poor Jace. He's just trying to do, and he's sitting there like doing big things, but then he really couldn't say anything because he dipped off to go to the was it the twins? The phrase. Yeah, went to over to the phrase, right? Yeah. So he's like, "Whatever, I get it. Oh, gotcha." And then she sends all the packages and the riots start because they're like, Queen Rhaenyra sent this to all the city folk, and you had that scene with and can we get Otto Hightower? Why am I saying this? I miss Otto Hightower. Messages have been sent out to him. Nobody he's not responding back, which arguably so. He got fired by his own son. So I get it. Pissed off. He's like, "Dude, I'm doing everything peacefully." Kinda. But I miss Otto. I never thought I would say it. And she's talking, so basically Aegon's on Milk of the Poppy now, so he's like comatose for a little bit. But there is a scene where it changes up, and it's like I feel bad for Gwen. I really do feel. I'm feeling some people on the green side. Like I'm Team Black, but I see some people. Gwen Hightower, Allison's older brother, is like, she's like, how is my son, Dad? Basically, it's like, he's good, he's witty, he's smart, he's kind. She doesn't even know her own son. Maybe that was the best decision. Like she says, that was probably the best decision I ever made, was to send him there. Because wasn't he going there to be a maester? I believe studied to be a maester in Old Town. I think so. She's like, but now he's going to get pulled into this bullshit, and she knows it too. But she's a shitty mother. She is. So. And Gwen's like, look, I don't even want to be here. I feel his whole vibe, like, yeah, I gotta go with Kristen Cole to go do this. Why are we having this war? Like, I even believe that he believes that, like, why didn't it just go to Rhaenyra and we wouldn't have any of this? And the higher tower's still been prominent. We would have been prominent. We probably would have actually made more. We're losing more. So it was like, whatever, I'll just go fight because my dad doesn't like me. So, you were his favorite. So whatever. But I still love you, sister. I did like when he kind of shook her hand. He's like, I still love you. But yeah. And then Laris, when he goes and talks to the nurse is about to give old Aegon the milk of the poppy, and he's like, nope, wait an hour. I need to talk to him. He's slick, dude. Dude is smooth. He's a smooth operator. But yeah, he sits there and he's like, yeah, no. Bro, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. I know you're scared. It takes the pain away, but I need you a little sober for a little bit, especially when I come in, because I think he's going to set it up to time frames when he comes in so he get Aegon, because Aegon will be back a little bit. So he ain't totally gone. Aemon's just on his high hill right now. But yeah. And he tells him, he's like, dude, do you think all this stuff is happening for a reason? Like, I don't know. I don't know if I said it. I don't know if I said it before, but oh yeah, I missed that. I'm sorry. Did I miss it? I'm gonna say it again, even if I did miss. But wait, yeah, okay, yeah, okay. So I am getting into it. Never mind. So yeah, Lars is telling him like you got to stay a little bit sober. I'm gonna help you out as much as I can on this side. And Aegon probably does it. And he got some inner issues because he was like, look. I was never born right. And I had to go through all this stuff and work my way up by doing this. This is my one shot of being somebody. So I did understand that, but he got some inner issues. And then, yeah, we get Harrenhal again. And that scene is definitely different. So Patty Constantine is back where the Silent Sisters and everything. It's a funeral of Viserys' wife. Oh, that was sad. She was so good for that one episode too. She was so special. But you got that, and you can tell that Daemon loves his brother because he's comforting him in that. But look, yeah, we're done with Harrenhal, and then he wakes up, and then Lord Strong's there, and he's telling him like, yeah, apparently we have the Tullys now, or they're willing to negotiate. And he's like, how is that possible? He's like, well, Sir or Lord Grover Tully, has passed, and the young, I'll just keep calling him young Tully, the kid that he punked from the other episode or whatever, or he's just trying to man him up, grow him up, because like you're about to be heir to your house, so you got to do some stuff. This is going to be a lot of collateral damage. You need to step up, all right, because this is war. And I did like how he was talking to him, and then he was like, and Damon's he's so sneaky. He's like, so, is there any way? Do we know how Lord Grover Tully died? He's like, in his sleep, sir, and he just smirks like, he did it. He totally listened to me. That was dope because he did it. He definitely did it. Because remember, he told me he was just like, take the pillow in, like baby Thanos. I did like that, and then. So you got that, and then he cries, and get him out of Harrenhal, please. Somebody go, Jace, fly over there and get your stepdaddy, go get him. So can we talk about Sea Smoke just literally running up on Adam like, yo, I'm gonna take you, yo. He just said because we had scenes where he's seen him before, but he's literally said, yo, you mine. You my bitch. So, let's put it this way. Adam of Hull did not claim Sea Smoke. Sea Smoke claimed him. And I did like how he's running around. He's like, "Oh, we're playing a little cat and mouse game." Ooh, because it looks like some of the time Sea Smoke actually wanted to land and be like, "Don't run." He was like, "I'm just land. I'm about to land. Why are you running?" Right? I did like that scene was great because he was like, "All right, flying around, got you." So I gave you. You looked up at me. We got the thing going, right? Our connection. Duh. It was like the dragon was smarter than the Targaryen, you know. And then he was about to land, and then he started running. He's like, "Where you going, bitch? Come here." Like what? You know what I mean? Like, I have wings. Hear me out. He was like one of those. Hear me out, Linda. You know, it was great. That was pretty good. And then we get to scene. Mysaria finally tells about the wound. Pretty tragic story. I didn't like the transition from that type of story to what she showed, because that whole pointless thing of the two of them doing their thing, Mysaria and Rhaenyra, was. I get it. There's something there. You can always hint at it, like especially with like her and Allison. Everybody knows something went on with that when they were younger. But like, there's so many scenes they could have. This is why I think it's like the weaker episode. There's a lot of scenes that were kind of pointless, and you could have added something in. So, I don't know. More of like, yeah. And then they get the word to Dragonstone that somebody has claimed Sea Smoke. They think it's the Greens, but it's not. So she's right. They're like, we don't know who it is. Somebody claimed Sea Smoke. So Rhaenyra just runs out, goes to Dragon Pit, and just hops on her dragon, Syrax. Is it Syrax? Syraxes? Oh yeah. Oh my God. Why am I messing up names? Her dragon. And just rolls out. End credits. That's why I think that scene right there, we could have done that later. It was kind of pointless. They could have been talking, probably done some little eye looking and stuff, and then it was out of place to me. Like, people do that. That's up to you. That's fine. But it was kind of out of place to me. But anyway, it went a little long. I did like the episode. It wasn't one of the stronger ones, but it did answer a lot of questions, and we need to get into these dragon seasons. We got 2 episodes left. So if you're going to do this like this and get to a certain point where we don't get like a resolution fully to this season, then next season we have to do 10. And the season after that, we have to do 10. You're going to need the 2 extra episodes. You need those 4 episodes. Matter of fact, I think that's the last season, or actually, I really think that next season, because we're missing some battles, that should be a 12 episode season. That's how you surprise everyone. Because we're so used to 8 and 10, drop a 12. And people are like, what? You'll probably get more people watching too, because then you can space stuff out. But anyway, I ran it on a little bit there, a little bit long. But I want everyone to like, comment, and subscribe. And I want everyone to subscribe. And I do mean everyone.